We're live, Glenn.
We're live?
Yes, we are.
Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my. And it's only 5:32, Shawn.
Do we want gallery view so we're both on there, or do you want to do it? Which
It
way?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter
Um,
to me either.
I mean gallery view's cool. Whatever, dude. I'm just happy we're here and we're live and we're like only just 2 minutes late. I figured we'd be a lot later than this. All right, now I got to get this shared out so that everybody can see it. Good morning, everybody. I'm not quite sure. I think so. We're going live from Shawn Hays's page, but it's the Rise and Grind show, Friday morning, April 27th, 2018. In case you were wondering, I am a husband to one, a father to six, going on seven, and the general manager at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealership in America. And it is 5:30 a.m. I hope you are ready to rise and grind. What about you, Shawn Hays? You ready to rise and grind?
I am. Look at this. Huh?
Yes, sir. That is what
bad.
I'm talking about. He's got his rise and grind hoodie on. That's awesome, man. Shawn, I think I have this shared now. I hope so. So this morning has been a little bit crazy. Just trying to get everything up and running. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we should be here. All right, cool. So we
Hey,
are
Glenn,
live, man. Yeah.
you just go ahead and do your thing, and you bring me in later. I'm going to get to sit here and watch behind the scenes, man.
You get to watch behind the scenes. Okay, cool. Well, hey guys, good morning. It is Friday, April 28th. We have had a couple little whatever you want to call them snafus this morning, but we're here with Shawn Hays, your car guy, Mr. Shawn Hays, out of Florida, sunny Florida, right? Is it sunny down there?
Well, not right now. It is dark, but that's what we do at Rise and Grind, man.
That's what we do at Rise and Grind. And I thought we would start bringing some of our friends, some of these amazing people in my network, some of these amazing people that are rising and grinding every single day. I wanted to start bringing some of these amazing people in on Friday mornings to join us. A little bit different face. We can talk about what they do with their morning, their processes, and of course, everybody that comes on the show will always either be motivating, inspirational, or educational, because that's what we do here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Now, it's really strange today. We almost weren't able to bring Shawn on, but it's really strange today because I can't see you. I can't see your comments. I can't really see anything that's going on. All I can see is Shawn's pretty little face at 5:30 a.m. and some awesome guy on the screen behind him on that TV, which looks really, really cool. So I'm going to bring Shawn in now. We're going to run through this. It's still going to be about a 15-20 minute episode, but Shawn adds so much value. I could probably get you could probably get a ton of value out of him in 2 minutes. We'll see. But he had so much value this morning. So Shawn, my man, how about you say good morning to everybody on hashtag Rise and Grind? There you go.
Can
Now
you
I
hear
got
me
you
now?
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, little snafus, right? Hey,
That's right.
I'm glad to be on here, guys. Rise and Grind. I watch it every day. It's kind of crazy and surreal that I'm actually sitting out here and we're collaborating together because I normally watch this on the couch right in there. Or if I'm running a little bit late with my video, it's on my way to get a shower and stuff. Yes, Glenn, sometimes you sit on the shelf while people are showering. I don't know if you know this. Don't be creeped out by that.
Well, I didn't know that. That's probably not necessarily the visual I was hoping to go with first thing this Friday morning, but I'll take it, man. Let's talk about that real quick. So the morning routine. So you just woke up, which in your case you've already been up for 2 hours, but let's say you just woke up. It's 3:30 a.m. What does your process look like?
That's great. 3:30 a.m. is actually what time I woke up this morning. Now, not on purpose. But just sometimes when you got a lot on your mind and you're excited or you have passion for things, man, you just pop up, man. You just, boom, you can't sleep. You know, I kind of equate it to like Christmas. I kind of equate it to like a young child's birthday, things like that that are really memorable and they can't sleep the night before. That's the way I feel every day right now with as much passion as I have for what I'm doing. And I think that's so important. But my morning routine, it was the question. And that's when I first rise up, I come in this room by myself. I think that's very, very important to have an alone time, private time, somewhere that's quiet, no distractions, so you can then develop yourself. All right. I think that's the most important and biggest change in me in the last 10 years was self-development, learning and growing. So I take that time in the morning when no one's around so you can really focus. I have found out with research that your mind is working at its peak performance as far as taking things in early in the morning. All right. I don't know what it is. I'm not a scientist. I can't give it to you, but I have read enough that is the time your mind will take in the most. All right. So I feed it, and I feed it with a lot of spirituality. I feed it with a lot of inspirational and motivational people. Okay. And you can get motivation and inspiration many places on YouTube, but that's what I do. I pick up my tablet. I go on YouTube, or I pick up the Bible, or at that time, whatever I feel that day I need. All right. I feed it. So that's the first thing I do, Glenn.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. So I agree with you 100%. That first hour of the day, as far as the mind is firing, and that's the best time. We got to feed it what it needs. I mean, clearly you got a couple 40-year-old guys that were able to get live with Zoom at 5 a.m. together. So obviously the mind must be firing. I think if this was 5 p.m., I'm not so sure we'd still be live on here. But let me ask you this. What about the rest of your family, man? So you're up. It's 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're roaming around the house like a cat burglar, right? And you're finding your room and you're finding your quiet space and you're listening to your motivational stuff. What's the rest of the family doing at 3:30, 4 a.m.? And what do they think about what you're doing at 3:30 and 4 a.m.?
Well, my son, he's 21 and in college. Him and his buddy just went to bed at 3:30. Okay. When I woke up, they were up there playing video games, right? So he's a sophomore in college, has a full-time job. I don't sweat him too much. He's a good kid. I'd rather him be here playing video games, right? So they went to bed at 3:30 when I woke up. It was kind of funny. One of his friends walked downstairs, said, "Hey, man," and he went into the spare bedroom and he slept, right? So here I am getting up. They're going to bed. Little Trina's sleeping in there. She wakes up about 6, but my wife wakes up every morning at 5 to 5:15 and gets up and works out. Okay. That's her gym right behind us that she has. So the house isn't moving at 4. It doesn't start moving till 5. That's why I think it's so important at that time, because honestly, we have so much demand of us. We have demand when we get home. We have demand at work. We have demand all the time. I'm always needed in some capacity. And I feel like that's the only time I have to me. And I believe the only way you can develop in life is to spend that time with yourself. So I just like it with no distractions. I find that the easiest way. And I think getting up early and setting that discipline and routine, that's been a difference maker and a game changer in my life.
Yep, and that actually that leads into my next question. But before, so 4 to 5. So the oldest and his buddies go to sleep at 3:30, and then you've got your window. Wife is up at 5, so 4 to 5. That's like the sweet spot in the Hays house, right?
That is. I can get so much accomplished, and I just feel so strong after spending that time, man. I really do. Like, if you were going to war, Glenn, you wouldn't go to war without your sword, your shield. Okay, your game plan. You know, a general would never enter a war without that. The map of the other team. Just in general, I feel like I am ahead of everybody if you're not doing that. If I have talent and I have experience because of life, and then I add discipline, structure, and routine and a positive attitude, I don't really know too many people that can beat me or too many things that can overcome me. So that's why I do that. I prepare myself.
Super strong, man. Super strong. That the process itself is just so important. Getting up and going through it. I know that me personally, the days that I get off routine or I'm not able to spend that time, I know those days are just completely off. Let me ask you, Shawn, as you were developing your morning routine, you've got this perfect process, this plan that feeds the mind right and gets your day up and rolling. What was like one of the hardest things to conquer? Because guys like you and I, we used to be like your son, right? We were going to bed at 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Now we're getting up at 4:30 or 4 in the morning. You know, what was, as you were transitioning to a rise and grinder, what were some of the hardest things for you to conquer as you started building up this habit that you now had?
Finding the passion of something. I would say that that's the hardest thing, finding the purpose. All right. Once you find the purpose and the actual meaning of what you're supposed to do, that's when your light bulb goes off, and that's when everything becomes easier and it's not quite a challenge. See, it's challenging if you're not inspired to wake up. It's challenging if you're not inspired to keep a routine. It's more like work and more like you're pushing things, right? Well, sometimes you don't succeed at that because you're not inspired. You don't have the passion in it. But when you have inspiration and you have passion, getting up is easy, man. I got no problems, man. People are like, how do you do that? I don't know. I just pop up. I'm excited, man. I feel like every day is a new opportunity. And that's the thing. If you have your purpose, then opportunity comes, you know, and then your world opens up and you're like, wow, what's tomorrow going to bring? You know, what's tonight going to bring? What's my next date with my wife going to bring? You know, all these things, you're inspired by things because you have found your purpose. And I think that's the thing people don't. They try to set the routine with getting up early, but they don't have a purpose yet. You know, got to find your purpose because then the rest becomes easy.
That is super strong, people. I hope you caught that. I hope you're paying attention to what Shawn Hays, because he is spitting fire this morning on the hashtag rise and grind. But that's the truth, man. It's all about that passion. It's all about that reason to get up. Without the reason, then it's hard. Then it's just snooze button and dragging. And oh my gosh, I don't want to get to this. I'm not interested. I'm not fully in. But that Christmas moment, that it's Christmas, it's my birthday, that feeling, I get it, you get it. That's awesome, man. I hope you guys are paying attention, because that's really, truly the key right there. Strong stuff, Shawn. Very, very strong. Speaking of some passion and some hope and things to look forward to, how was your draft, man? How was your draft for your boys?
It was frustrating last night because I wanted Sam Darnold and Bradley Chubb or Saquon Barkley. But if you're going to take Baker Mayfield, I would have took him fourth and just gone number one. I would have took Saquon Barkley. I mean, come on, man. You'd had playmaker. I feel like I'm going to like I do everything in life, I'm going to let it play out. And then before I make a rash decision, because I feel like when I was a younger man, I used to act spontaneously, and then I'd have to cover back on my tracks, you know what I mean? And say, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I was wrong, you know, blah, blah, blah. Now I kind of let everything play out a little bit. And because I just think it's bad if you go into every situation thinking negatively or thinking that people don't know what they're doing or you're the smartest guy in the room. You know what I mean? Right. So now I like to sit back a little bit and let the smartest guys in the room do their job. All right. And then if they fail, then we ridicule them. You know what I mean?
Right on, man.
I'd rather ridicule them after. You know, we went to this Next Up at our at work, Glenn. Have you heard of that system at all?
Yeah, we somewhat use it at Dan Cummins.
Okay, well, we have that, and a lot of guys at the dealership they're against it. We just went to it this month, and you should see the negativity, and they're blacked out on this stuff. And I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why you let something like that, something little, control your whole life and ruin your day. You know what I mean? Where you can use this as an opportunity to get better. This is a time where you're not have to sit out there and feel like you miss anything. All right. This is something that you can go in, do your job, and then come back out. Somebody taps you on the shoulder and says, okay, it's your turn at bat. I love that, man. So it doesn't hurt me. But the problem, I guess my point of this is people go into things already thinking they're failing, already not liking them, prejudging them. I just think this is what this country got themselves into trouble in the first place, is being prejudiced on something before you get to know it. Let's just let things play out in the world. And I think the older we get, the more we're laid back, you know, man. We're just like, it's not that big, but maybe I have a bigger purpose in life that I don't look at something little like that as that big of a deal, you know? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, the negativity that people allow to, to permeate through their brains, it just grows. It's negativity is so nasty. That's one of the things I actually wanted to ask you. You've been a part of the Rise and Grind group from the very beginning. It's all about putting positive stuff out there, inspirational, motivational, and educational. What has this group meant to you, being a part of Rise and Grind? Has it had any impact or effect on your life?
Well, I'll say in multiple ways. Not only was I getting up early, I found my purpose. But what I think this group is important for is you've helped others find their purpose. Okay. And that's what these groups are supposed to be about. That's what this collaboration is supposed to be about. That's what my Sales Hustlers group, that's what the hashtag Rise and Grind is. It's making everybody else better. All right. And it doesn't have to be like I have to pat you on the back all the time. That's not what it's for. It's for showing you what people that are striving to hit their true potential, this is what they have to do in life. First of all, you have to get up early. You have to have a plan, a roadmap for life. You have to find passion. Okay, that's what you've done. That's what's great about this group is you found your passion, and your passion has infected others, and then their passion will infect others, and that is the snowball effect. And that's how you create change. That's how you make a difference in the world. And Glenn, I know you and me both want to make a difference. It's more important than money, and it's more important than a lot of things in our life. We talk about it all the time. We want to be difference makers. We want somebody to say maybe 10 years down the road, when they walk up to Glenn Lundy and they shake his hand, and Glenn's never met this person. I'm sure this is going to happen to him a lot in Kentucky when we have that, live event outside. But I'm sure people are going to walk up to him and shake his hand and say, Glenn, thank you. You changed my life. You don't even know who I am, but you started putting that inspiration in me. I've lost weight. I've quit smoking. I've quit drinking. I'm going to church. I mean, all these other things. And that's what you're providing, man. That's what you're providing. And that's what's so important, that you stay on focus, guys. Discipline, structure. You have to. If you don't, okay. Grant Cardone said this. He said that, the devil is in, your work when you have sections of white on your paper of unscheduled time. Stay busy, stay hustling, have every moment of every day with activity to get better as a person, but also your business. Because if you do that, you won't have time for the little things, the negativity, the things that get you pulled in different directions that are negative for your life. If you have large sections of time of idle time, that's the devil's workshop, and that's when you're going to fall off focus. So I keep so structured and so disciplined and so routine oriented. Now, look, I have a good time too. I'm a fun son of a gun, man. You'll get to know me, Glenn, when we get to meet in Vegas. But I believe that you can still have fun, but you still need to have a structured, disciplined roadmap to success. And I didn't for a long time. And that's what your group is giving a lot of people, Glenn. And I thank you for that. And a lot of people are going to be thanking you for a long, long time because you're making a difference.
That's awesome, Shawn, man. I appreciate that. I really, really do. And speaking of the event, I'm super excited. August 12th, you're going to be up on stage with me speaking at the event in Paris, Kentucky. Super excited about that. But as far as the time and the structure, man, I'm with you. Like my calendar, I have Google notifications. Like every hour, it kind of gives me a notification reminding me where I'm supposed to be, something I'm supposed to be taking care of all day long. I've got it all scheduled in to keep me rolling in the right direction. So I'm 100% with you there. Awesome stuff. Look, man, the time flies by this early in the morning. And speaking of time and structure and organization, I know we still got gyms to get to and workouts to do and routine. So I appreciate you taking 20 minutes out of your normal morning routine to share it with me. But we're going to pop off of here. Before we do, I'm going to need you to give me your 2 minute. You got 2 minutes, Shawn. All right. I'm going to give you 2 minutes where I need you to give us a 2-minute tip of the day, something that the Rise and Grind crew can take with them today, something they can maybe apply right away in their lives. What is your 2-minute tip for the hashtag Rise and Grind this Friday morning?
All right, I'm going to give you, I hope I can do it in 2. I'm a windy guy, but there's 4 things here, man, I want you to take out of here today. All right. 4 things. It's real easy, man. All right. But this is the roadmap to your life. This is the structure to success. And I'm telling you, if you follow it, and if you follow it to a T, you will do better than you've ever believed you could. Number 1, you need to learn your power of purpose. You've got to find your purpose. All right. When I found my purpose, I could overcome anything. I could overcome anything. I wasn't worried about a challenge, an obstacle, anything, because I had my purpose. I felt comfortable in my purpose. I knew I was here. Finally, it took me forever, but I found it. Then I could attack the world. People try to attack the world without their purpose. They're going to hit their heads against the walls. You've got to find your purpose. Number 2, you need a roadmap for life. Okay. Structure, discipline, routine. That is your roadmap. You cannot win any war. You cannot get to any destination unless you either been to the destination before or you have a map, period. Okay. And that's what routine, structure, and discipline has put in my life, and it will for you too. All right. But that structure and discipline and routine will not work unless you found your purpose. You get it? Because you're not going to be inspired to do it. Okay. It's going to be a job, and nobody likes to go to a job. They want a career. They want a life. Right. So once you find the purpose, then put your discipline, your routine, and your structure in. Okay. Next, you need to surround yourself with a great network. All right. A great network, not the negative people, not the people that are not wanting you to succeed because it makes them look bad. Not people that, on accident because they love you and they're scared you'll get too big and you'll move away. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people. Okay. You have to. All right. Your network is your net worth. Think about this. Everything you can do in the future, you can leverage because of the exposure that you have, the friends that you have, the friends that you make. If Glenn needed anything from me, I would do it. And I'm sure vice versa. And here's the thing. I didn't know him a year ago, but he's in my network now. Make sure you start. I don't mean drop your friends. I mean, add new ones that will propel you up, that push you, that make you want to be better. Does that make sense? Okay. Like, I want to push Glenn because he's got more potential. He wants to push me because he knows that I have it. So if you surround yourself with people that are running a fast race, they will make you race faster. All right. And that's how you get your potential. You get it? But if you're running with slower racers, okay, you're going to beat them, but you're still going to be running slow. Number 4, and the last one, I'm sorry, this is over 2 minutes, Glenn. I thought you meant 2 minutes on each topic. Follow your vision and creativity. All right. Don't let others freeze you. Here's what happens. You have a great idea. You have aspirations. You throw it out there. And unfortunately, you don't have the confidence in it or know how to implement it. And others poo-poo it. They push it down. They don't like it. Okay. Or you put it in a Facebook group. Everybody you get 99 yeses and you get 1 no, and you focus on the 1 no. Okay. Here's the thing. Nobody can see your vision like you. Nobody. Okay. They don't understand what you see in your mind or your creativity. So do it. Get outside yourself. Go do it. Chase your dream. Because if you don't chase your dream, others will. And they will succeed to get there and you won't. And you'll be frustrated because you didn't go with that idea. That idea you have is good. You've got to go follow it though. Okay. And that's what I did. I saw a vision. I saw a creative way to get my name out there and get exposure. Glenn did the same exact thing. We tackled it. We put action into place. We didn't listen to others. Okay. And the others around us that even love us that are scared. Okay. You just got to go for it. That'll find your purpose. Then you put your structured discipline and your roadmap in. Okay. And you don't listen to others. And that is the way you will succeed. If you do that, you will hit your potential because you're not living your potential right now. Not many are. All right. But we can. All right. So Glenn, that was it.
This guy right here. Everybody, can I get a Facebook round of applause for the one and only, the amazing Shawn Hays? Shawn, that's fire, buddy. No, making sure you learn your purpose, making sure you have a roadmap for life, surrounding yourself with the right people, which clearly I'm doing right now because I'm surrounding myself with this guy right here, following your vision and your creativity, strong, powerful. Shawn, thank you so much, man. You, sir, are truly amazing. individual. You are just absolutely amazing, man. This child of God, uniquely created to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And you're killing it, Shawn. Like, I am a Shawn Hays fan. I'm a raving fan advocate. Absolutely freaking love you, man. I know Jonathan Dawson's going to like that right there, but absolutely love you, man. Love you. If nobody's told you yet that this morning, I want to be the first to tell you. I love you,
you're
Shawn.
the first one today. You're the first one today.
Right on.
But here's the thing, Glenn. I don't know if any of y'all would have loved me before I found my purpose. Okay, so that's the key. Find it, y'all. You know it. You're just scared of it.
Yeah, man. Cool. Have an awesome day today, Shawn. Hey, guys, we're going to be back here. Enjoy your weekend. If you need more videos, you can always go to glennlundy.com, or you can pop on over to the Sales Hustlers. And here in a couple hours, Shawn will be live on Sales Hustlers at 8:15? Is that about when you go live?
Around 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8:15.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. So he'll be live on there. But if you need more videos, you can go to glennlundy.com. Obviously, if you need some Rise and Grind gear, like what Shawn's wearing over there on his side of the country down there in Florida, you can pop on to glennlundy.com. And of course, do me a favor, share the feed. Let's get the word out there. Let's make sure we're continuing to put positivity into people's feeds today as they're going into the weekend, because Lord knows we all need it. So continue to do that. And then last but not least, if you do me a huge favor, come back here Monday morning, where we'll be live again at 5:30 a.m. as we hashtag Rise and Grind. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you, Shawn.
Thank you, Glenn.
All right, man. We'll see you.
All right, brother.